One thing we can assume is that it's pretty popular to be right-handed, right? So most people, if you're right-handed, you might jab with your left, which means your left isn't necessarily your power punch, but it's still something to look out for. So as you are closing the distance on somebody, you want to start to maybe move around them versus straight ahead. Because one of the things they'll have at their power is they'll have their hook, they'll have a punch, they'll have stuff here, they'll have a reverse. But with their power punch, the further it goes this way, the more they have to maneuver to make that shot work. And there are definitely people, when they're ready to fight, that are very quick on their feet. So I would not take any of it for granted. All right, so we're walking, we're deciding aggressively how we are going to manipulate the person. I start to walk towards this way. He's circling. I start to close. I have my hands up. Because honestly, I don't really have a problem, but there you go, see? He's moving right in. He's moving right in, great. So now, what do we do with our techniques, right? Because we have defensive techniques. So they're all defensive. I'm waiting for a block, right? So we're doing the same thing. Bang. Okay? I kick, I hit, I chop. Delayed sword. That's kind of a silly, simple one, but delayed sword. Now, when I went like this, he did that. So why did he do that? Because he saw it, right? The first shot, though, he didn't see it. Okay? So if we react to that shot, our next shot may work. Okay? We all, except for one of us, maybe all have triggered salute. Right? So triggered salute. How do we do triggered salute? It's just palm heel. Right? If we're circling this person, and we're not circling it like, we're not, this is so the difference between an altercation and a fight, right? This was explained recently to me, and it makes a lot of sense. So fight, when I think of fight, I think of two different types of fight. I think of something that's set up, predetermined, like MMA or whatever. You go to a gym, you know who you're going to fight. You might train to fight that person. You're fighting one person at a time. An altercation is something that is spontaneous. You might be fighting multiple people. You haven't trained for any of this. And so you're basically at the mercy of the tools you have now, right? So for your yellow belt, you have 10, 11, 12 techniques, and you know how you can move. Or you're starting to learn how you can move, right? But if you start to think of your techniques as attacking versus defending, you can start to beat the action, or rather than meet the action, right? So if I'm looking at attacking mace, it's a really simple punch-kick combo, right? Like I said, I didn't really want to do like kickboxing, but we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're still in the game, right? And all of this is, he moved out of the way, right? So with this in mind, what I want to do is, I don't want to do what we were just doing or what we were talking about right here. This is just kind of an example of what we're going to move towards. What I want is everybody to partner up.